All right, you're live, and I'm out of here.
Peace.
Peace.
Let me open up this here so I can see what I'm doing. Now we're gonna get this top to bottom. T2B. Oh, where's my piece? Hold on, I got too many mics going. Can you give me my piece? I think it's plugged in the, what you call it? Stand by, everybody. We just trying to get it together. Let's see. Come on in. Come on in. I was waiting on my earpiece and trying to make things a little neat. But I'm gonna go ahead and introduce myself for those who don't know. My name is Hanifa Garcia, CEO and formulator of Top to Bottom Organics. And come on in. And thanks to Ron's Opinion Don't Matter, we're doing T2B Tuesdays, which is Top to Bottom Tuesdays, where you can come on into the chat. You can learn about the company, learn about our motto. You can ask questions. You can get information. You can shop. You can, pretty much do whatever interests you. So say hi, put a thumbs up in the chat, ask any questions, and just give me a moment here. Oh, see here what I got. Hey, Ron's Opinion Don't Matter. Thank you again for allowing me to display on your display. Really appreciate that. And thank you for your Ron's Opinion family, for those who come in and those who are viewing. I'm getting it together. If I'm me and this camera, we not friends, but we're gonna try to be friends. So for those who may watch the replay or they're in the background, I'll just give you a little information. Other than, yes, I'm the CEO and formulator, and I create all these items here: skincare, hair care. We have candles, but my husband is the one who does the candles. These are the minis, and we have some large ones as well. And also we have a fall premiere coming up with the candles. And we're going to do a sweepstake for giveaways. And that's my doggy, if y'all hear him growling. Thank you. You're welcome, Ron. Ron's Opinion said, thank you for making great product. I really try. And the basis of when I formulate items is to incorporate herbs, to incorporate the nutrients and vitamins from the flowers, the herbs, to penetrate into the skin, into the cells, as opposed to just the appearance of those things benefiting the skin, the hair, and the body. So as you follow along with this company, you're going to see there are going to be a lot more things to come. I started off with a hair growth oil, and that was because I needed this for myself as I was suffering from hair loss and hydrogenated suppurativa and scalp concerns, and I had to cut all my hair off and start over again. And so I created that, and also a spray for moisturizing, which is infused in rosemary and aloe with conditioners, silk vitamins, and proteins. So this is actually pretty great. And I use those two things together to speed up the process of my hair growth when I was going through that stage. So then from there, I started, dibble dabbling into other things as I realized I was having reactions to items over the counter and learned that there were a lot of items that were hidden. If you don't understand the labels that you're reading, you don't realize that these are things that later on will cause allergens or reactions or things to combine with other things that you're using. And it sometimes will give you the appearance of something working, and then later on you start having these reactions and you really can't pinpoint where it's coming from because it's in everything just about. So that's when I started making things myself. Um, Another one I started making, which I don't see here, was the Indian rose oil. Just stand by a minute. Hi, Chis for real. Thank you for saying hi. Really appreciate it. Hope you're having a great evening. When you gonna come by and get some of that cocoa butter custard, Chis for real? Stand by a minute. Let me just get the other oil. I know I had it here. Oh, good. No, that's not it. That's calendula. So this one here is the Indian rose oil. And this one is great for the body and the hair and the scalp. And the thing that really got me to researching this one is finding out the benefits. Oh, look at that beauty. The benefit of roses, the benefit hibiscus and other flowers, and how it actually softens the skin, softens the hair, and gives it the vitamins, and also gives you some sun protection. So that's why I like to use this for everything. Even when it comes to soaking in the tub, you can use it as a hot oil treatment. You can just use it after the shower, you know, or just a daily oil for your hair if you want. A world away from here. Hello. Nice to see you. World away from here. She's our music connoisseur, and she has a variety of tunes of different genres, different tempos, and you can listen to that, make a whole playlist out of it, and it's really nice. So if you come into this live or if you watch the replay, make sure to follow A World Away from Here, because we all need to get away sometimes, and she allows that to happen. So hit the like, hit the subscribe, and I also have some announcements for those who are waiting. I believe A World Away from Here. Maybe you were waiting too. I know Ron was definitely waiting. We have the deodorant. Okay. So I got the AOK from the Candle Connoisseur. We tested it out. for efficacy. And so we're up and running. So I have to get the pictures going and beautiful, but it is on the website. It is available. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. And the beautiful thing about this deodorant is that it is aluminum free. Okay. It is a natural deodorant. It has zinc in it. It has zinc. It has magnesium. These are other items that not only nourish your skin, but help to block odor. Okay. There's no baking soda because I know there are some people who are sensitive to baking soda. It can cause some irritation. If it doesn't get you the first time, sometimes after a while, it'll get you. So I incorporated a formula to be a great alternative for that. We are going to order some on my next order. Oh, great. Cool. Now this one, I actually have an order going out, so I didn't bring the other one. It's actually being packed, and there's another one being cured. But this one here is I don't know if you can see this because I'm all the way in the back. This one is called the Detox. This one has activated charcoal and clays. That's okay. And this one is nice because activated charcoal and bentonite clays are great for drawing out toxins. And also what we're doing, you'll notice on the website when you go to the section for the deodorants, is that we have an area where if you want, we can give you some actual bentonite clay powder that you can use especially if you haven't used a natural deodorant before, you're still using antiperspirants, which has aluminum, and aluminum is what's used to actually plug up the pores under the armpits to keep you from sweating, and that's how it works, to keep you from stinking. So if you haven't transitioned already from an antiperspirant to a natural deodorant, or you find that maybe natural deodorants aren't working for you, it could be because you haven't done a complete reset or detox to get all those items out of your pores that were clogged in there. And you may need to do that to get your body to accept the natural deodorant. So we have that option as well, with instructions on how to reset your armpits. So we just want to make it easy for you, so you don't have to go running around from store to store to store looking for a big tub of, a clay. And you just, most likely just need to do it either that one time, 1 or 2 times, to cleanse, exfoliate, and detox, and then start incorporating natural deodorant. So if anybody has questions about that, feel free to let me know. That's what I'm here for. I think Just for Real might be gone. I thought maybe he had a question. But yeah, so I'm really excited about that. This one was the detox. I have a frankincense and myrrh. We have, and this detox one has, it's a lemongrass in that one. We have lavender. We have eucalyptus. We have rose and geranium. And I think that's it for now. But if you have any suggestions, I'm open for it. Do you offer consultation? Of course. Spectacular. I offer consultation, whether it's for skincare, hair care. If you have questions about certain ingredients that we use, you can call us. You can send us an email. you can reach us through the chat. You will get an introductory bot, but then after that, we respond and we will correspond with you. And it's most likely going to be me. Um, but if it's a candle question, the connoisseur may just come through. But if you call, we do pick up and we will answer your questions. We will offer advice because a lot of times people want to use outside items without taking care of the inside. So there are like some questions I usually will ask to see what's going on and just maybe offer some advice or some alternative ideas as far as what to look into in conjunction with using top to bottoms products. Because sometimes what you got to do is cleanse out to put the good stuff on, get out the bad stuff and start using the good stuff, JG says, how does a person reach out for a consultation? I believe I did answer that, but what I'm going to do is put the website into the chat. And then what I'm also going to do is put a number in here. Put a phone number in here. And when you go to the website also, you'll see that same number. And remember also, when you go to the website, you can go to the chat, and the chat will also reach out to us for correspondence. And then there's also an area where you can send the message. And I think it just takes you straight to the chat anyway. Can you recommend a dark skin product? What's a dark skin product, JG? Can you be a little more specific? Oh, dark spot. Yes, I can. Dark spot and acne. Those are two different things. Sometimes the situation works together. Like for instance, when you're dealing with acne, you think of pimples, zits, some type of inflammation, pus, bacteria coming out of the skin. Your body is actually pooping. So, and on that, you also need to look into your diet, or your health, or medications, hormones, or whatever else is causing that. It's always good to look at the root cause. But in the meantime, or in conjunction with doing that, for the acne, I actually have two things. One is, if I have it here, I hope I have it here. I have the Deep Cleanse Detox Face Wash, right? And this is good, especially if you have a lot of issues with acne. This one, I would say, is pretty fast acting. And it could be because of the African black soap that's in it, but it's not drying. It does pull the gunk out. And this one is infused with elderberries. It has licorice, which is also good to help not only clean out the skin, but even the skin tone. So it has licorice root in there. The elderberries gives it that oxygen to help with the cleansing process. There's clays in here. There's some activated charcoal to also help detox. Okay, so this is good for that. And it has a nice like lavender and rosemary essential oil blend in there also to help with the calming effect. So this one is good if you really got some issues. Another one that's also good um, for the acne is the Sunny Wash. Ooh, my light went out. The Sunny Citrus Face Wash. And the reason why this one is good is because it has salicylic acid in it at the proper dose. And that also helps, it's a natural exfoliant and helps to pull the issues out from the acne. And it has a beautiful citrus orangey smell. It has grapefruit and orange. It's really nice. I like this one as well. So those two are good for acne. This one is good for acne and spots. And then specifically for spots, I have this beauty bar. Now this beauty bar is it's a brightening beauty bar, and it has yeah, we changed the packaging because I like the way this feels better. Okay. So the beautiful thing about this one is that it has kojic acid in it. It has turmeric and it has green gram. And green gram, which another thing I learned from um, the Indian custom, is that it has to work together. Those two work together to help get the dark spots out. And there's also lemon peel extract. There's goat milk. All those things to help brighten the skin, clear the skin, and it has kaolin clay also to help as a soft detoxifier. Okay. And I put it in this way so you can kind of see the green gram come in. Some people say they like to use that as a gentle exfoliator when they're washing their face. And you can also use this for your body, but if you have issues on your body and your face, don't use the same bar. Get two bars, one for the body, one for the face, or split the bar in half and store it separately. Please don't use what's on your body on your face. Please never, never do that. Okay. Let me see. I see a comment coming up. Let me just put this down. JG says, I work in a warehouse. Can you recommend a regimen for my face when you can? Yeah, I sure can. I sure can. Auntie is hi, Sackcloth Queen. Thank you. Glad, glad, glad. Well, as far as the warehouse, I can I'm assuming it's very dusty. The temperatures are probably not ideal. And the wash would be good for that, the detox wash. And actually, if you're a guy, I'm going to assume you are, either detox wash is going to work. The deep cleanse or the beard wash. The beard wash has a different masculine kind of smell. And so if you want to just do the whole shebang and detox under the beard and all that other stuff, that's good as well. And you can use your whole face. Uh, do I have a daily hand wash? I don't as of yet. Um, I do make them for the house. I do make hand wash, but I haven't made anything to sell yet because I'm trying to see. I want it. I don't want it to be expensive. You know, a daily hand wash, and with all the good ingredients I use, it's going to be a little tricky. So I'm trying to incorporate it where it can be cost effective, especially something like a hand wash. But I do make hand wash for the house. It's really hard for me to buy anything over the counter now. You know, I'm gonna start making my own toothpaste soon. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, that's a good question. I definitely was looking into it because, sometimes I like to have a collection of things that can be used. I have a lot of things that I want to make down the road um, for the beauty world. And I think as things pick up and as I can get these supplies in at the proper cost, and that will allow me to be able to make things where it's affordable and safe because being that I deal with these supply chains and I'm looking at the ingredients and looking at the cost of things, I can see why a lot of these large companies go for a lot of the toxic stuff because it really is a lot cheaper. And even the expensive brands, they do the same thing. They make cheap and they sell as if it's expensive. And if you don't understand the labels, of course, you're not going to know the difference. Yes, yes. I see them eyeball sackcloth. Yes, toothpaste because mm, yeah, I'm getting a little frustrated. There's really like only one brand that I like to use now, and what am I doing that's not available? No, we can't be having it. And the way some of these companies switch up on you, I'm just I'm just getting a little leery, and I'm getting a little worn out from that. So let's see what else we got. So the deodorant was the new thing. Oh, sackcloth, I know you're listening, but I don't know if you're looking. So if you're looking, I want to show you a little preview of the deodorant. And I don't know if you can see this. It comes with a nice cover, so it's protected. This one is the charcoal. See how beautiful that is? I don't know. Can you see that? Let me get closer. Closer. All right. So I don't know. You're looking. All right, let's see. And another thing that's new is a pomade. Oh, okay. Let me see. Ron says something. So far, everything I've purchased, it lasts long, very long. So the cost for me in the long run is actually cheaper. Oh, that's good to know. Great. That's good to know. I feel good about that. Yes, please, Cyclope, let me know. Let me know because so far I've been using it. Hubby, of course, been using it. The people who won that day of the demonstration has been using it. So this is the first time I have it out and I'm really excited to see and I want to hear some feedback because I'm always open to honest feedback, suggestions, and so forth. So another thing that I have that's new is hair pomade, and I definitely wanted to incorporate that with top to bottom, especially with the seasons changing. It's getting a little cooler. Some people may need a little bit more protection for their hair when the air gets that little dry, cool, crisp, and it starts sucking the life out of your hair. Um, I know that tends to happen with me sometimes. For those who want to has always liked to use hair grease, but they kind of steered away from it because of the petroleum. I wanted to make a petroleum free pomade. Pomade, hair grease, hair dressing, same thing. Till you get it right. Hi, you guys. Hi, till you get it right. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. I'm not sure if you're already subscribed to Ron's Opinion Don't Matter, but Ron has allowed me to come in and display some of the things that's going on with my company. My name is Hanifa Garcia, and I'm a formulator for Top to Bottom Organics. Yes, Sackcloth Queen said yes, OG, a little bit goes a long way. Although I lather in my body custard. Ah, oh, Joyce. Oh, okay. You on your other channel. Okay, that's cool. Hey, Joyce. Well, then we don't even have to tell you. We don't even have to tell you. And what I was also saying about with the pomade is that sometimes people want to get away from the petroleum. So I wanted to make a petroleum-free pomade, which is the same as hair grease, which is the same as hairdressing. Um, I have two. The first one I came out with was my infused cayenne. I used with my infused cayenne castor oil, and I made a hair grease from it. I actually have a video about it, me infusing the base. And this one is very, very stimulating. So that one is pretty good for that. And then I also have something new to the store as well. This one is lavender and rosemary. So if you are a lover of lavender, this one is nice. This one is a little lighter. This one has, they both have the mango, but this one has mango butter, avocado butter. It's a lighter pomade than this one. This one's a little richer, and it's because of the castor oil. You know, castor oil can be pretty dense. So stimulating, calming, and lovely. So whatever floats your boat, and it's great for if you're doing your children's hair. You need the style to stay for the day. Keep it moisturized. If you want to braid it up, brush those waves down for some of them who still doing slicking the waves. Those are great for that. I did try the Afro Magic as a deep conditioner treatment. It works very nicely. Oh, that's good to know. I was going to ask you about that. I really was going to ask about that because I was curious. Because I think sometimes if something is too heavy for the hair, then use it as a rinse out. You know what I mean? Use it as a treatment and rinse it out. You can still get the benefit from it. You know. JG says, which regimen is best for a woman that has crow's feet near the eyes? JG, he's coming with the questions. Let's see here. I'm not sure how many people are familiar with crow's feet. I don't have it, and I don't want to. I'm afraid to even point to it. I don't want it. Let me stop. But yeah, you ever seen the bird's feet out like this? So that's where they get the crow's feet from. So at the corner of the eye, you see these deep lines going this way. And that has a lot to do with loss of elasticity, because around the eyes, the skin gets thin. So you need that plumping. And the thing that's great for plumping is hyaluronic acid. And I would like to say that all of the serums here has hyaluronic acid. But if we want to deal specifically with that, I would recommend, let me move this out the way, this particular serum. Okay. Now this serum, along with the hyaluronic acid, of course, to give you the soft plumping, it also has a benefit of niacinamide, okay, at the proper percentage. It has passion fruit, passion flowers, and fruit extract. And all those things are to help as an antioxidant and also to help fill in the lines. Now, what I would recommend as a regimen would be the daily wash with the passion fruit because it's gentle, but it has the fruit and it also has the oxidation. This is great for that. None of my face washes are drying, so I can't really say any one of them dries out. Um, And then the toner, which I don't think I have here, but I do have a glycolic toner that actually helps firm and also helps with skin evenness. And then the serum. And then to top it off, the creme of the dessert would be this Total Rosehip Seed Serum that you would finish it off with that. Literally a little drop will do you. And you pat in, okay? And that'll give you that nice glow. It'll start to smooth out the texture while the hyaluronic is doing the plumping. So, and later on, I still have other what do you say, actives to work with. So we'll be having some more beautiful things coming in regards to that. Will the toner work just good for the lines in the forehead? Oh, what do you mean lines in the forehead? How deep you talking? I mean, some things will take a long time. Some things take treatment. So it really depends on how deep you talk. And I'm not gonna like pretend that we're miracle makers over here. Oh, squint lines. I had a squint line. I had a line right here in between my brow, and it definitely helped. The Toda, it was the Toda that helped. The anti-aging serum. This was it because it has the squalane in it. It has rosehip seed. It has meadow foam. Oh gosh, there's so many beautiful things in there. It's a lightweight oil, but it penetrates. So that's why you don't need a lot. And it's best to do it when the skin is still a little damp so that it can adhere and not just sit on top. And because you don't want it to be greasy, you want it to go in. So that's the one I would definitely recommend for the squint lines. So really, it doesn't matter if you're using the vitamin C, which this also has hyaluronic acid in it. Like, so if you're dealing with uneven skin tone, you want to use a vitamin C with alpha albutin with this hyaluronic acid, and then go ahead and use the Toda. You can do that. That's how actually I started before I even created this one. It happens on people who smile and laugh a lot, right? I believe so too. I guess it depends on the expression that they make when they do it. But they say you use didn't they say you use more muscles or you make more wrinkles when you frown than when you smile? Or is that just like a a tall tale or urban legend? Yes, the toner is actually made to literally tone the cells of the skin. That's the difference between the toner and the serum. The toner tends to be a little more lightweight. It almost feels like a water. Um, an old-fashioned way people would used to tone. You know, you take the witch hazel. Some people would use, even though it's like more like an astringent. Um, they would use that, and I think it's because it makes the witch hazel would make your skin tight, so you would feel like it's firming your skin. But your skin does not have to feel tight in order to feel like it's a toner that's working. I'm actually formulating a nice green tea cucumber one. Um, it's gonna give it a nice refreshing feeling as well as tone the skin. the caffeine in the green tea naturally firms up the skin. So that's coming. Oh, sackcloth queen. Dag, I went right over it. Okay. What do you suggest for someone with acne, however, cannot use essential oils as it breaks them out too? Even though the oils are natural, it causes um breaks out. Let's see. Is it any kind of essential oil that you find that would break them out? Because not all essential oils are created equal. Because they have what you call a comedic, um, I said comedic, scale on whether something clogs the pores or not. Comedogenic is actually the word. I said comedic, comedogenic scale. Tea tree is fine. However, coconut oil. Yeah, like I would not like. Yeah, I agree with the coconut oil. This is a touch and go with that. So I like if you see anything in the face here with a coconut, I'm not using the actual coconut oil, like the dense stuff that you have to melt down, like or like the ones that people tend to cook with. That I would never use on the face because yes, that can cause some breakouts. But fractionated coconut oil is different. Fractionated coconut oil is like a liquid version. It takes out I think they call it a single chain. So they take the benefit of it and then you're left with the liquid. So you don't have to worry about it getting stiff when it gets cold. And it doesn't clog the pores. And it actually is so light, it's a good alternative to silicone because a lot of people like the benefits or the shininess that silicone offers, but they don't want the silicone. So it's actually different. Um, what about shea butter? Because actually, shea butter is on the non comedogenic scale. So, what about the shea butter? Because I would say if shea butter is doing something, it could be maybe the brand, or if it's refined, because it's not supposed to clog the pores. With the cold weather coming, can you recommend a hair regimen for braids? Well, a hair regimen for braids, okay, now the hair regimen for braids would be, I don't, what am I doing? Is that a sensor? Oh, I'm over here having a little technical difficulty here. I think my light is a sensor. I got a motion detector. Oh, what was I saying? Oh, hair braids. Oh, regimen for hair braids. All right. Usually, if you're gonna braid your hair, you don't plan to take it out right away. So, a good wash and condition would be the first thing you want to do. So, African black soap is a good shampoo for that. Okay. You start off with that because it's a good cleanse. Okay. And then this is called slippery rose. Now I have a conditioner to go with that called Indian rose, and I recommend the Indian rose. No, the Indian rose is the other shampoo. You can use that one too, but really this one would be the one for the braids. I would recommend, and then from there have the matching rinse out conditioner for that, which is called the Slippery Rose Rinse Out Conditioner. So once you do that and you clean it, you separate your hair and you detangle it, you want to put the moisture in. You want to put something with vitamins and minerals, and this has silk proteins in it, so it keeps it strong while it's inside the braids. So you want to have that in there. And then you can opt for, depending on your hair strands, you can either opt for avocado butter hair lotion, or you can opt for the Afro Crack, Afro Magic, or what the real name is, the Herbal Infused Hair Buttercream. Okay, because this one's a little thicker. So if you don't mind it being thicker, or if you have high density, hair, high porosity hair, you may want to have that. So you get that in there. So now you have your conditioning, and then you're still detangling, sectioning as you go. Then use a pomade. So if you want something stimulating, you use the cayenne. If you want something with a nice lavender, you use that, and that'll hold the moisture in. You can use that, or you can use a hair oil, but the hair oil I would recommend because of the braids would be the Indian, um, or the common oil is fine too, but this one's a little richer. I think the roses help it to the oil itself starts to get a little richer. So you can do that. You braid the styles, and those things will hold in. And then your upkeep would be the parts. Make sure your scalp is refreshed every now and then so it doesn't dry out. You can either use the phenidine, which is very lightweight. Like, you just don't have to use it for hair growth issues, but it's very, very lightweight. You can use that. Or if you want something without a smell, just the earthy smell of the flowers, you can use the calming and put that in there. Or if you want to get that serious keratin stuff in there, we put the keratin serum in there because it has the keratin, it has vitamin D, and it has a lot of other benefits in there. That's really great. So I mean, there's options. There's definitely a lot of options depending on your likings. Sometimes I like to just switch up because I get bored. But I'm glad you said that, sackcloth, about the acne. I'm just going back to your question. Like, say if there's a face wash, um, I'm gonna give an example. I'll give this as an example because it deals with the acne. The Sunny Wash, right? The Sunny Wash has salicylic acid in it to clear the skin or assist in clearing the skin with the acne. But it also has an essential oil in it. And I don't use a lot of it, but I do like to use essential oils that match the condition that it's supposed to try to help. So this one has like the grapefruit essential oil. Say if you don't want it at all, you can put in the request, and I can make it without it. Like, it doesn't have to have the essential oil in it. If you don't want the essential oil in it, I can definitely do that. I mean, that's when I started making the body custards without any essential oils because there was someone who loved the custard, but she had very, very sensitive skin and she never knew what was going to trigger her rosacea. She never knew what was going to trigger her rosacea. So she asked if I can make it next time without any essential oil. And that's what I did. She actually liked the smell of the infusion, the flowers inside the infusion, the calendula and all that other stuff that was inside the custard. And that worked just fine for her. So that's why we have an unscented option. Don't forget today is top to bottom Tuesday. Come in and ask questions. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Great information. Thank you. You are welcome. I can now get my daughter here. Yes, yes, yes. So glad. So yes, come in, please. Ask some questions. I'm just looking around the board to see if there's something else maybe that I can talk about in the meantime. Um, let's see what we got here. This is actually the custard that was mentioned earlier. So this is the cocoa butter body custard. Now, the reason why I wanted to do this, I remember back in the days how we used to love using cocoa butter to clear our skin, to get ready for the winter, to moisturize and all those things. But I don't like the greasiness. So I wanted to make a butter cream so that I can still get the benefits without all the greasiness. And then, of course, I got to do my own top to bottom infusion involved with this one. So this, what makes it so nice is not only does it has cocoa butter, it has a little bit of shea to assist with the creaminess. It has a little bit of shea butter in there. A high quality supplier, by the way. Then it has hyaluronic acid to draw the moisture in. It has honey to help with the repairing, to work with the cocoa butter when you're dealing with uneven skin tone, spots, and things like that. So that's why I like this, the way I made it. Also has a lantoin. I don't know how many people are familiar with the lantoin. Probably only cosmetic scientists or formulators or, estheticians usually are familiar with these kind of actives. These are actives that come from natural ingredients, and but you hear these weird names, and it's like, what's that? So lantoin also helps with fading the skin, the blemishes. So that's also in here. And you have your variety of fragrances or non-fragrances to choose from. So this one is very nice for that. And it penetrates. Like I like that it penetrates. So it doesn't just sit on top and you just feel like you just smacked a whole bunch of heaviness. I don't like that feeling. Then I don't want to, I feel funny about putting my clothes on when I'm feeling like that stuff is so heavy, you know? Sackcloth says, gotta go. See everyone later. Peace and love. Thank you so much, Sackcloth Queen. Peace and love. And thank you for your questions. Anthony, hello. How many products do you make to help for my boldness? Did you really mean boldness? Boldness? Or are you talking about boldness? Hi, Anthony. How you doing? Anthony, we need to talk. Um, there are some things that I could probably use to help. And one of the things is first to establish if your baldness is not permanent. So if it's permanent, then you have to see a trichologist. So they can go under the microscope and take a look, almost like an ultrasound, and magnify. Like they go like technology they have now, I can't even keep up with it now, but they go and look deep to see what's going on with your hair follicles, to see where the damage is. That's how I learned that my hair, my actual hair is fine, but it had multi follicles, multi hairs in one follicle. And that's why when it was out, it would always look bigger. And then when I would tie it up, it always looked like I didn't have any hair. And that's how I used to try to, get cheap prices when I would go to the salon. I would tie it up in a bun, make it look like I don't have a lot of hair. And it's like, how much for a washing set? It'd be like $10, mommy. And then like, okay, I wrap that sucker out and the hair would just be all. They'd be like, you tricked us. And then nope, you already set the price, so let's stick to that $10. But yeah, Anthony, if your baldness is not permanent, if you do have some type of hair, the follicle is alive, we can always try to get something going to stimulate it. Sometimes you can do certain things to assist it. Like what's formulated for one thing, it may work in a different way. Like my ideas is always going. Like for instance, even though the Sunny Wash is great for acne for a face wash, it also exfoliates very, very well. So it can actually start creating an environment for your scalp that you can actually use it there and in those areas. And then put the stimulating oils on top, like the stimulating beard oil or the phenolene, and just be consistent with it. You have to be, that's the key, consistent. Okay. Yes, we'll talk. Okay, definitely let's talk. Um, I think I heard a hair grease. Yes. I was talking about hair grease when I mentioned the braids. Um, if there's stimulating, like if you're trying to take a break, your hair, say if you just, some people like to, I know even I used to do that, wear the wigs just to give myself a break, and then I would take care of the hair underneath. Some people forget to take care of their own hair underneath, and that's why they start having issues. So the stimulating hair grease is good for that because it stays on there. It ain't going nowhere. So that's pretty cool. Now I was just looking to see if there was, and I thought another question had popped up, but there was something else that I wanted to mention. And I think it was because I have quite a few things over here. Most of them, let me see. Over here, these are custards. I see this one is lavender. This one is peachy cashmere, mango bliss, cocoa vanilla. I mean, it's really nice fragrances for these custards. That's the hair cream. And the beard souffle is like a leave-in conditioning cream for the beard, which is really nice. It's not heavy, but it's rich. And I formulated this one to coincide with the beard oil and the beard wash. So you would detoxify and wash your face with the beard and face wash, okay? And then you will add the conditioning cream to your beard, mustache, and whatever. And It actually helps to soften the beard too. It helps really soften and condition the hair, gives it a nice look. And then you will seal that in with a beard oil of choice. I have two kinds, a stimulating one and a nourishing one. I used to break my pimples. I think my skin has craters. Do you make anything that will help with that? The craters, yeah, you probably have clogged your pores too. Even though you're breaking the pimples, you probably inflamed the follicle. So I would recommend the detoxifying wash, to be honest. I would recommend the detoxifying wash. And I know some guys don't like to stick to certain regimens, but depending, I don't know if you're like, if you break out all over, you would benefit from the vitamin C because that would help with the regular regimen to even out the markings. So you would detoxify and clean out really good, and then you would put that serum on. And then if you end up getting a beard oil, you don't have to if you don't want a beard oil, but this one would be nice because I think what the thing is, what some men is they do so much damage to their face. They're outside or they're in harsh environments, and so they don't do these regimens. And it really helps. Like it really helps improve the textures. I've had some men actually start doing regimens of all different ethnicities, and they would tell me how like it gives them a younger look because it takes off that, what do you call it, like luggage, those big pores, that dry skin from the sun damage and everything else. It actually gets rid of all that old skin and it brings that new skin to life and gives you like a smooth look, you know. So, I mean, you can give it a try, and give it a try. Tell your friends and family about Top to Bottom Tuesday and have the wonderful products they have. Yes, do what Ron says. Yes, do what Ron says. Top to Bottom Tuesday. Tell your friends, and also that we're going to have a sweepstakes. Um, when you go to the Fatatula site, the channel, and subscribe, the Top to Bottom channel, subscribe. Go to www.toptobottom and sign up on the email list. So you can go into the chat and say that you signed up. I mean, we get the alert that you signed up, but it'll be nice if you go to the chat and let us know that you signed up to everything and that you want to be entered into the sweepstakes. And in this sweepstakes, we're going to be drawing for, I think it's about 5. I don't know if it's like 3 or 5 candles we're going to do a sweepstakes drawing for. And JG is asking if there's any cologne or perfume products. And yes, I'm glad that he mentioned that because I think they're at the bottom here because I'm so nervous to knock anything down. And let's do this sensor. Here we go. Do I have it here? I do have some perfume stuff. All right. The one in closest proximity to me right here is the body oil gel. This is the body oil that goes on like a gel. I've thickened it to where it has a beautiful consistency that stays on your skin. And it's great for coming out to shower on or wherever you want to use it for. And I have a variety of different fragrances for that. This one is the Cocoa Vanilla because it's most popular, but I have other fragrances. and it's quality oils. Um, you got your pomegranate, your cucumbers. What else does this one has? Argan oil, metal foam, rose hip seed, babasu oil, lemon peels, and I make my own extracts for the peels from the fruit. I do that myself. And then for convenience, we have rollables, and you can actually go on the website to see all the rollable options we have because a lot of these sold at our physical pop up. So I'm just trying to see here what we have. Like this one is a blueberry orchid. This one is an aromatherapy blend, spirituality, happy feelings, and inhale, which is nice and minty. I guess if you like that eucalyptus mint type, also great to keep the bugs away. Uh, we had a cocoa peach. We had baby powder. We had one called Bloom, and we're coming out with some more. We're actually vetting the fragrances for safety because there are a lot of perfumes and colognes out there that are carcinogenic, and that definitely goes against the brand motto of top to bottom that says that we're supposed to care for the whole self. So I like the gel idea for cologne. Yes, yes, we definitely have different ones, and if you have a nice cologne scent that you can think of that you know you like, then I can see if I can find a safe one like that, and I can gel it. I can gel it. I mean, I really like it. I tend to use the baby powder a lot, the baby powder one, and the peachy cashmere. I guess I like that soft peach vanilla type smell. But yes, we definitely have those, and then they also make great gifts. So we're gonna be trying to do some stuff together so like you can get nice gifts. And this is the season for gifting. Do you make detoxifying feet products? That is a good one. I don't have anything as of yet that is specifically for the feet, but that is a great, 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 great question because that was in the works. Um, but I will say this: there are a lot of things here that you can use, you can cross use because I don't have any poisons in my ingredients. Um, but if you're talking about something like a soak, I definitely have something um, in the works for that. But I just want to make sure that it does exactly what I want it to do. Like I don't want to just copycat something else. You know, I have to make it my own, and I want it always to do something a little bit extra. What are you using now? Are you doing anything now for your feet? Like you do like feet soaks? Um, Sometime magnesium is good for that. Do you offer free shipping? Yes, I do offer free shipping over a certain dollar amount. Make a feet bag for large. Oh, okay. I like those actually. The ones with the, I think it's like a salicylic bag. You just put your feet in there and you let it sit for like an hour. That's what you're talking about? I like those. Mm-hmm. Yes, JG, definitely over dollar amount, there is free shipping. And if you are in South Carolina near the Florence area, we do have um, items on the shelf at the community grocery store in Florence, South Carolina. I believe it's off North Dargan Street. Is it Dargan Street? 310 North Dargan. And then you can actually order for local pickup there, and it's only $5 because, of course, we have to drive to drop it off. And if you see something already on the shelf that you want, you can just go ahead and buy it while you're there. So that's cool. I'm loving these questions. I mean, these are some really good questions. The downfall for my husband is that it's going to make my brain go even more because I have so many things now that I had to put a pin in it, like, oh, I want to do this. I want to make this. I have so many things that I want to make. Um, Foaming shaving creams, bath bombs, you know, so many things. And now we got feet bags. Feet bags is on the list. I'm just getting the deodorant out, and we've been doing a feminine collection um for different issues, whether it's a balancing the hormones that when your hormones are jacked up, that, may cause your body to just do things that you didn't mean it to do. So that's in the works, and you know I have to make sure that is perfectly pH balanced to where it needs to be, but that is coming up next. So we just got the body wash, the hair grease, the deodorants out. Um, I mean, they're coming. The stuff is coming. I have more serums. I have more serums that are coming out um, to address different issues. So, and every time I get an idea, I got, the eyebrows, eyelash, um, serums. What else? It was something else. It was something else. It'll come back to me. But yeah, what else do I have here? For people who wants to travel, we have the beautiful Amla conditioner bars and the soap nut shampoo bars, which now I can never say without thinking about the frackers talking about soap nut. Thank you, frackers. So that is very nice because it rinses out well. It smells wonderful. They're great to travel with, and TSA won't throw them out when you get on the plane. So that one is really nice. The and the conditioner has a lot of slip. It's a lot of conditioning. When you glide it down your hair, that sucker stays on there, and it does some nice conditioning. So, and the amla is definitely good for getting the hair healthy and growing again, especially if you've been suffering through harsh weather. That amla bar, conditioner bar, is great for that. Um, this beautiful baby is our body wash, one of our body washes. This one is the hibiscus, okay? Hibiscus and roses. And this beautiful color is coming from the flower. It's not coming from any dyes. It's not anything artificial in here. Okay. There is an option for a fragrance, but the fragrance will be coming from an essential oil, no perfume, like no artificial fragrances. So everything in here is coming from Mother Nature, and it's a nice clean wash. Doesn't dry out your skin. Is safe even for children. Um, the surfactants, the stuff that lifts the dirts, are vegan. So if you um, have restrictions, say halal, kosher, anything like that, it's safe for that. Matter of fact, everything is safe for halal or kosher here. Um, yes, Ron's opinion don't matter has both of those body washes, and I also have the other body washes, the calendula. That one's not here. I'm about to make some tomorrow. Actually, I got to start making those tomorrow. The calendula and the zinc is another one. Zinc with tea tree and um, eucalyptus. That's another one. I had it as a prototype. Like I wasn't really like pushing it because trying to I was trying to get it to see how stable it would be in the texture and the consistency. But I received good responses from it. So now it's gonna go on up. And that one is like, especially like if you're like really musty, I guess I would say that one's a good one for that. Because actually that one I formulated that one because my son said to make one that's like the deodorant. So that's why I did that with the zinc and everything. So that one, I'll be making a batch of that soon, but you can definitely purchase those things. Most of the things will be made to order if they're not already made. You'll see it says back ordered. You can still order it. You just know that I have to make it, because I want it to be fresh. I like the stuff to be fresh. Um, and I think that's pretty much it. Uh, let's see here. If you have no other questions, I think I'm going to wrap things up. And I will definitely be doing a display, what do you call it, some demonstrations with some more products on my channel, top to bottom. What is the time frame to make an item before shipping? Well, usually the recommendation is to anywhere from 3 to 5 days, depending on what's being made. And the reason why is because, say, like with creams, and especially with the creams and the washes, they got to be watched because these are natural products. So it's not like they have all these chemicals in it to make it behave, so to speak. So I look and I watch, you know, to make sure everything is good to go before I bottle them up and ship them out. So I do ask um, to allow that time. So 3 to 5 days. Now, if it's something that I just made and the order comes in, lucky you, it's there, it's available, it's ready to go. Thanks, everyone. Please like and subscribe to the channel and the top to bottom channel. Also, check out the website. Yes, yes, all of that he just said. So, if no one has any other questions, I am going to wrap up things, and feel free to reach out to me. We have lovely things coming, and I'm glad that you allowed me to come to you on the screen and introduce what I have. Okay. So You have a lovely night. Enjoy your family. And enjoy top to bottom at you.